Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute long time since I last did a video, and I apologise for that. It's just that I lost motivation to do things, video-wise. I couldn't think of any ideas to do, so I just decided to, I was like taking a break for a bit, and now that it's the new year, I think it's a good time for me to come back. For today's video, we're doing the Pride and Faithful r/insane parents today, because I decided I hate myself so much that I want to react to stories like that. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and you know, I hope you like my input on stuff like this, because this, you know, stories like these get my blood boiling. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you for the first story in a second. So the first story that I found that actually piqued my curiosity is one that is called "Mother is Still Mad at Me for not celebrating Christmas with her." And it's piqued my curiosity considering Christmas is just past, and this one was uploaded only 2 hours ago at the recording of this video. Anyway, let's get into it. Also, it's January 6th. I thought you were coming down. We agreed that I wasn't. Question mark? I didn't give you the calendar because you said you were coming down. No, you told me we weren't doing traditions anymore, and that you'd give it me Wednesday. Whatever. OP. It doesn't matter. I don't want to hear from you anyway. You literally see me every week. I didn't see you all during... I didn't see you all at Christmas time. During or after, I'm not doing this. Because it's true, and you're uncomfortable. No, because you changed plans to accommodate a man instead of celebrating with me. Yikes. Oh, yikes. Oh my god. Fucking hell. I hate people who do this. Like, I feel that they shouldn't be parents, to be honest. And it's just like... Why? Why have you got to be like this? I don't get it. Like... So you're saying that they don't want to see you, even though that's not true, judging from what the OP said, and they changed their plans to accommodate a man instead of celebrating with their own child. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, continuing on. Listen to yourself, please. The world doesn't revolve around you. As far as I'm concerned, I've made you the center of my world, at the exclusion of mine, for far too long. What you just wrote shows me how unaware, how ungrateful, and absolutely out of touch you are with me, who I am, and what I've done all these years. Good to know. You say this every time, as an excuse for everything, and you're vindictive. It's embarrassing. Yeah, parents that are vindictive like that and also say this as well, 9 times out of 10, they haven't made their child the center of their world. It's a manipulation tactic. It's vindictive behavior, and it's narcissistic behavior too. And parents that do that are more than likely the worst parents in the world. Well, not in the world, but they are bad parents, to put it lightly. And they probably don't deserve kids. But I've had a decent upbringing, so I don't know what it's like to not have a good upbringing, if that makes sense. So, but like, I hear stories from my friends and that about upbringings, and I'm just like, how can you even, you know, like, how do you live with yourself being like that? Anyway, continuing on. Christmas is a time for inclusion, not exclusion. You were not excluded. In fact, plans were made. Oh my god, I can't even fucking speak. Plans were specifically made to include you. For you. We were driving to Italy. For you. Ignore that voice crack. You didn't come, so we didn't go. As far as I'm concerned, you're definitely out of touch with me if you don't know the sudden plan changes are horrible, and also 3-hour train rides are exhausting. Have some empathy. I never asked to go to Italy. You didn't even say you were going to Italy for me until I pushed for explanations. Yikes. So they don't tell you, but say they did tell you. but then blame you for you not going because you didn't know and you don't want to take a 3-hour train trip. Ah, parents, am I right? Well, bad parents, am I right? They'll blame you for their failures. Like, most parents, right, want their kid to become a better version of themselves. At least that's what I'm always told. And I'm inclined to believe that, because if I have a child at some point in my life, because I'm still young as is, but that's not the point. If I do eventually have a child, which I do want a child, I want him to be a better version of me. I don't want him suffering what I've suffered. I want him, you know, to get what he wants in life. His dream job, you know, his dream car, whatever, right? As long as my kid doesn't turn out to be a scumbag, if he's happy, say, working as a binman, I'll be happy for him. Like, that's what parents need to get in their heads. Obviously, parents expect better than that, or some parents, but for me, if that's what he wants to do as a job, that's what he wants to do as a job. And so fucking be it. But, I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. Anyway, continuing on. This is the epitome of a self-centered view of the world. OP. Christmas doesn't equal OP and only OP. Christmas equals everybody, including OP. Laughing emoji. I don't give a shit about Christmas. You didn't give me any reason to celebrate with you. We were waiting here for you. You didn't even tell me you weren't coming until I asked once I stopped hearing from you. Yes, I know. You've told me many times all you care about is what you can get from people. Try again. I mean, I am the mother. The mother who excluded her daughter and has no empathy, got an apartment specifically to include her in her life, should she need a place to stay, and is paying considerably more because of it. And I appreciate it and use it 2 days a week. Why is Xmas so important to you? You hate it. Any festives. Just let it go. So she doesn't even like Christmas, but yet says Christmas is to include everyone, which is fair. That's a fair argument. It should. Unless the person's a piece of shit, but that's kind of, you know, what's the word? That's, like, situational, like, that's situational, to be honest. But the fact is, the mother doesn't even like any festive period. So, say, for example, in Mexico, the Day of the Dead, the celebration for the Day of the Dead, or, you know, other national, like July 4th, for example, in America, like Independence Day. So apparently she doesn't like any festives, so that's a weird thing. And I'm gonna bank that this family might be American as well, but I could be wrong, and they might be British or something, but I don't know. They were, in fact, not British, but I believe that they are Spanish and or Mexican. I explain it later on. But, like, why would you then use that as an excuse of everyone is included if you hate festives anyway? Ugh, just weird to me. As I said, whatever. If I'm all to you, whatever my money... If all I am to you is whatever money I pay for your education, the food you find in my fridge, the place to store some of your stuff, and whatever else you get from me, you can just let it all go and go live your life without any of this. I'm so over it. What is your problem? I only texted you about something exciting. Of course you have to ruin it. Okay, I can't read this because I believe it might be Spanish. I'm not even going to try. But, yeah, I'm not going to read that because I can't. Anyway, what is happening with your boyfriend, or blank? I'm not a part of it. In fact, I'm probably the least problematic person in your life right now. Perhaps you should consider that. Laughing emoji. I was dreading texting you about university, and you just proved me right. Spoken like a true blank. You all know the best for everybody, don't you? So you're a blank. I'm sick of all this shit. Let's not pretend family history defines us. From all around. I never belonged to that family, so it really makes no sense to say that to me. Unless you want to compare me to my dad, which I'm totally fine with. Look, just let it go. I didn't do Christmas. I hated doing it all. I left early from blank. And yet, you did it with everyone except for me. Except from Oppa's saying she didn't do Christmas at all. So why are you then saying she did it with everyone else when she clearly didn't do it? Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Also, the family thing, they must have brought up, like, a side of the family or something like that. Considering about, I didn't belong to that. I never belonged to that family, if that makes sense. So, I fucking hate parents like this. I really do. Like, if my parents were like this, I would cut them off. Yeah, because you made it a chore. And you took the first opportunity to use it as an excuse to get out of it. Well, you know what? You'll have to figure out things on your own from now on. No more chores from me. No more chores for me from you either. Cool? Like what? Facepalm emoji. I don't know if it's funny or sad. Have a good evening. I'm going to mute you now. Not that you ever write me unless you're mad at me and need to pile shit on top of me and blame me for everything. Or if you're asking for something. I text you about something exciting. Literally uni. Whatever. I'll just prove you wrong. Parents that do that say, I don't know if it's funny or sad, or I'm going to mute you unless you want to pile more shit on top of me, or blame me for everything. Literally narcissistic and abusive behaviour. Because they're blaming their child for clearly something their child hasn't done. As well, keep in mind. Their child hasn't said anything. The child's mad now because they're being blamed for something that they didn't do. And this is today, which right now recording for me, it's the 6th of the 1st. So it's been, what, nearly 2 weeks since Christmas? Probably actually has been 2 weeks since Christmas now. I think it's 2 weeks this Wednesday. So, why are you even mad? They didn't do it with anyone, judging from the sounds of it. You made plans with another man instead of your child. At least that's what the child says. But, by the by. Apparently, you made plans for the child and the child didn't respond, which I call bullshit on. And the child wanted to text you about uni. You know, a massive achievement in life. And you've done this. This is only about halfway through the story, keep in mind, I believe. Parents. Or bad parents. I shouldn't say parents, because that's just not fair. Insane parents. Now I'm going to hold a grudge forever about not texting... Now I will hold a grudge forever about not texting me New Year's. Use your logic. You can delete your paragraph. Oh my god, here's a big read. That was nice, thank you. But you know, finding out after the fact is your choice and not mine at all. You might as well have told me when you got accepted or when you started school. I'm a complete spectator in your life, which is not what I've wanted, and it's not like it's been like that for years, and I get nothing from you. Breadcrumbs in our relationship. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of putting people first before me. I'm sick of making decisions thinking of others that will work against me, like this house. Why 3 bedrooms? I could have saved a ton of money with just 2. For what? For one overnight most weeks? You can sleep on a couch for that, or pull out a mattress. Like any person who understands the hardships her mother has gone and is going through. Instead, I'm met with constant entitlement and punishment and so much resentment. Yet, yes, you're the punisher, OP. Make no mistake about that. And not just with me, with everyone around you. So, more emotional manipulation, which, obviously without context, maybe their relationship is fractured, but I wonder fucking why with the context of the subreddit, obviously. If your child is resenting you, there's something wrong with you and not the child, a lot of the time. Now, there is the odd occasion where there's something wrong with the child and the child's an absolute fucking twat. Yes, that happens. But, you know, I think this is one of the times that I will say that the child's not in the wrong. And the child's, you know, trying to help the mother out and see that she's in the wrong, but the mother's not accepting it. I don't know, man. Anyway, continuing on. Okay, it didn't load the last picture. Why? Hang on. Why are you not loading the picture? To each of their own, I'm out. This is your MO. I had no other expectations. You can dish it out, but you can't take it. Where was my Christmas message or phone call from you? Message deleted. It wasn't clear. I'm at the end of supportanives? Anyone who adds to the shit in my life needs to reevaluate and act accordingly. Otherwise, it will simply put distance between me and the shit. Simple as that. So she's just trying to blame her child for her problems, judging from the sounds of it. Oh, there's a translation for slide 5. Okay, translation time for slide 5. Look who's talking. Yeah, no, I'm hearing who's talking, and I don't know what's going through your mind. Nothing, nothing. Don't worry, make your own future good things. And the deleted message basically said, I hope it turns out you have autism when we get you tested, or else you're just an entitled jerk. Parent! Insane parents. Fucking hell. Here's a good comment. Hold up. You have self-centered view of the world because you wouldn't do what she wants. You're ungrateful for her overstretching herself financially when you didn't ask her to. Yikes, I'm sorry, OP. There's no point in arguing with her. Her feelings got hurt because her expectations were unrealistic, and it sounds like guilting you has worked in the past. Yeah, to be honest, I can actually agree with that, to be honest. It, like, literally, all she's done so far is guilted them. Fucking hell, man. I hope that OP, to be honest, just doesn't. You know, if it was me, I'd cut him off. To be honest. That's just me. But I hope OP's okay. Anyway, I'll find another story and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I found my next story. And this one is going to be a bit heart-wrenching. So I'm going to have a trigger warning and viewers be advised here because it's bad. The title of this one is Trigger Warning, Child Abuse, Self-Harm, Suicide and Self-Harm Mentioned. A little backstory. March 2023, my aunt and physically, mentally and emotionally abusive sperm donor ganged up on me and got physical with me because I was suicidal. I had a previous attempt the November before that and had to be admitted to an inpatient hospital. Anyways, my mum told me to tell the therapist since I was suicidal all over again and had relapsed back into SH, he had reported it since I was a minor, and DHR and CPS got involved. And my aunt and sperm donor were left with a warning and are being monitored by the police. This was a conversation I had with my sperm donor that October after we somewhat reconciled and tried to shift the blame to my mum. I have daddy issues, let's not judge. OP, I don't mind you coming over. We just need to have a conversation before you do that. Okay, what's up? I want to know why you said I beat you up. Who told you that? DHR. Your mum tried to have me arrested. She wasn't trying to have you arrested. They actually asked if she wanted to press charges. And she said no. And I never told them. I never told them that I told them that you were slinging me around. How you were. I told them what happened from my perspective because my therapist told me to. I got a completely different story. It hurt me to the core. That's really weird because I never remember saying anything about you hitting me to anyone. I never hit you. I restrained you. Do you remember what happened? Yes, but the way you were trying to restrain me, you were low-key throwing me around. That's all I said though. Well, we see things two different ways. Evidently you don't know your strength. What do you mean? You literally told me that I was the reason you're the way that you are. That I beat you because you were gay. That's what DHR told me. Oh? Well, I'm going to stop there before I continue to read. Ops reply. If you're beating a child because they are gay, you don't deserve children. And you deserve to be taken out the back and shot. At least that's my own opinion. Let your kids discover themselves. If they're not gay, they'll know that. If they are gay, so be it. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, why? I don't know, man. It's so dumb. It sounds like they're trying to gaslight by saying, do you remember what happened? Because, judging from the sounds of it, they don't remember what happened. And they're trying to make you fill it in so they can tell you that's not what happened, or gaslight you into it was something different. And judging from the way I didn't hit you, I restrained you. Nah. Nah. It's pretty much the same thing. If I'm going to put it lightly. That can annoy me, man. I don't get it, man. It's like, I can't, because I've never really I've never had, been abused. I can't really, like, give perspective on it because I've never had it, but restraining your kids and hitting your kids are basically the same thing at this point. But you can never lay your hand on a child as an adult, particularly your own children as well. And the fact is, he's saying it was restraint and not I never hit you. I call bullshit. That is normally what a narcissistic abuser says. That's a common trend that I've seen over the years from it. Now, let's continue on. When I was younger, you kind of did. That day you found that stuff on my tablet? But I said whooped. Me. I don't recall ever whooping you. I might have spanked you. At that age, you were not supposed to be looking at things like that. But I never have been against you being gay. I don't care, never have. You're my daughter, and I'm going to love you regardless. But that hurt me, and I lost trust in you because I would never have thought in a million years you would do this. Dad, you literally whooped me until I peed myself that night. Me. This is where we disagree. That's nothing you can ever say to make me believe that. Alright, hold up. What? So, you physically abused your child. You put your hands on your child. Now, however young they may have been and were looking at, so their daughter's gay, so let's just say, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, what they were looking at. You could have had a conversation and taken away their stuff for a certain amount of time. But the fact is, you decided to hit your child for literal no reason. There wasn't a genuinely good reason to hit their child. And the fact is, they say this is where we disagree. After they said that you whooped them till they got whooped until they peed themselves. Excuse me? What do you mean? How long, either how hard did you do it, or how long did it go on for? That is child neglect and child abuse. Oh my god. And the fact is, this is where I talk about the, this guy shouldn't be a parent, is what I'm trying to say. Right, Chief. And I have, concerns about, how many kids are actually abused and that by their parents, and how many don't actually come out about it. Because I guarantee it's a lot more than what the statistics say, because people are scared of their parents. Shit happens. And I think this might be one of those situations where that's the case. Anyway, let's continue on. Then the next day you had lectured us about how women and women, men and men shouldn't be together because they can't have babies. Where were we when this happened? Ex-stepmom's house. Me, I disagree with you. Okay, well that's what I remember. I get it. Well, even though she said, and didn't want to press charges. The state did. I still don't know how to feel about it. There's a trial? No, but the thought of it is still, that's where it ends. But why would you say that? So, he abused his child. That's a given fact, because she was gay and suicidal. She wants no contact. Fair. At least that's what she said in the comments. She's got little to no contact with him. Which is good, to be honest. It's just like... why? Why would you abuse your daughter? It's not. I don't even think it's his only child either. I could be wrong. There might be an only child. But the fact is, their aunt also physically abused them. As well. The fact is that their aunt had physically abused them too. It's just like, what the hell? But it's just like... what in the flying fuck is happening? I don't get it. Anyway. I feel bad for OP, and I'm hoping that once she has enough money and moves, if she can, she just cuts them out completely. Her mother's been a godsend in this, I think. There's not much mentioned about her mother, but I think her mum has been a legend throughout all of this and has helped her. And I hope that whatever happens from now, is safe and feels in an environment she's safe in, and that she cuts those two out. And, you know, she lives a healthy, good life. Judging from the sounds of it, might be younger than me. So, all because she was gay. Literally all of this started because she was gay. It's unbelievable, man. Anyway, that's all the stories I'm going to do today, considering this one is a very triggering topic for me, and probably for a lot of you too in the audience. I'm going to leave it here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want to see more, let me know. Obviously, I'm probably going to do more, but, you know, I want to see what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you lot on the next one. Goodbye, keep yourself safe, look after your families, obviously, and I will see you in the next video.